Imagine waking up inside of a hospital with no memory of how you got there, and the only way out is locked, and the key to free yourself is to silence yourself. While searching for a way out, you discover a door, and upon attempting to leave through this door, you are met with a forest. And while you stumble through the forest, you find yourself in awe of what you find just beyond it. Hard atop a tower isolated from the lands below, you begin to enter what seems to be the beginning of a mine shaft. But before descending down the mine shaft, you find a tree that brings old memories to the forefront of your mind. These memories now give you a way to continue forward, cutting away what stands in your path. Now you begin traveling down the vast and empty mine shaft. Deep in the mine shaft, you encounter flesh-like landscapes that block your way but are easily cut down with your newfound gift. With your path clear, you venture further and find an elevator. But as it climbs to pull you out of the seeming abyss, it breaks and sends you further into the hellscape. Now trapped deep in the mine, you find pillars of light that guide your path and lead you to an altar where you find a tower, much like the one outside of the forest, but this one is missing something you hold close. After giving what you hold close, you are then faced with a door that sticks out of the dark and shows visions of what seem like another life. Using your newfound sight, you follow paths that ordinarily do not exist. You follow this path and encounter a strange being, but this turns out to be an ambush. Following this attack, you awake near a small town that holds a dark secret underneath it. After finding 3 keys, you gain permission to move forward. As you journey underneath the town, you come face to face with a being, your gazes fixed on each other. You awake in the hospital once more and find a comically large key. You carry this key outside the hospital where you find a church, and at this church you find a comically large keyhole. You enter the church and ring the bell to call people to worship and mark this magnificent day. Upon leaving the church, you find a person strapped to the key, burning, and you're shown scenes of fiery horror. You continue forward and find a factory. You feel an overwhelming sense of fear. Inside, you find pigs, strung up, being fed to a beast. Inside the belly of the beast, you must blind yourself to see the way out and gain a key. Returning to the world, you find a place for the key. The sea is drained of its water and life. You follow the path of the now drained sea and walk into the carcass of a rotting whale. Inside the whale, you find a hatch of what seems to be a submarine. In the submarine, you find a pair of controls that must be flipped at the same time. Of course, you being the only person isn't enough. But looking over at the other control, you find a ghostly figure who helps you. After flipping the switches, you crawl your way out of the submarine and now are back on land. In the distance, you notice the tower from the beginning of your journey and a boat. While riding the boat to the tower, it flips. Getting closer to what appears to be the roots, you find a door. This door attempts to keep you out, but the tools you've gained on the journey allow you to continue forward. You then reappear in the hospital room, but something's different. Spikes, driven into the ground, held on by chains, hold the world together. Only by breaking them can you be free. You find the same key you once carried and bring it back to the keyhole. You're then sucked into a world of mirror images. After finding a door, you find your way out. And just beyond the door, you find a throne. Before reaching the throne, you are cast back into the hospital. The hospital, now playing music and full of pigs, you follow as they march forward, sacrificing themselves to build a path. Once again, you're stopped from reaching the throne, as a serpent emerges from the ground, dragging the throne even further out of reach. And any attempts to get close are met with death. In the throne room, you find paintings that take you to other worlds. In each world, hidden pieces lie waiting to be rejoined. The pieces form a sword, used to slay the serpent, as its bones form a stairway leading to the top of the tower. You still have much to give to reunite you with what you lost. In order to climb higher, you give more of yourself. And finally, once you have sacrificed all, you are reunited with your other half. Finally, all is in its place, and the world is restored to normal. Well, that brings me to the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. So this was Eclipsium, as you can see on screen. It's a walking simulator psychological horror game. The art style is apparently AI based. I didn't know that while making the video. I only found out while researching it to try and get a better understanding of what the story was about. But I think the whole point of this was to kind of create your own story. Take bits and pieces of what's here and form your own story. So the only thing I can really gather was that it's about a journey to find someone and the sacrifices you're willing to make along the way. But more than just finding someone you love, and how far you're willing to travel and put yourself through to be there with them. But that really sums up my thoughts. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like and comment down below what you think the game is about or your favorite part, and subscribe. Or don't. That's always up to you. But I'll catch you in the next one.